love my city, and I love my state. California stuff, and I love this place. I love my city, and I love my block. Most importantly, man, I love the top. And I'm rising, and out nightly. Dominate the cats every day, I'm riding.
I'm about 3 weeks out of the fight right now, getting ready for my fight against Demetrius Johnson, which will be live on Versus on October 1st. I'm feeling really good. Today was my real hard sparring session, my last one of this week. Tomorrow I've got one more workout, and then I get Sunday off. I'm pretty excited about my day off. Right now is the peaking phase of my camp, so I'm not beating down my body and tearing it down quite as bad for the next 3 weeks. Now it's going to be about speed, timing, getting my power down, and piecing together and fine-tuning the game plan and everything that I plan on doing in the fight with Demetrius Johnson. I'm really excited. Everything's starting to come to a peak right now. Everything's coming together. I'm feeling sharp, no injuries, and I can't wait to get in there and scrap. My expectations for this fight are to go in there and do the best that I can. That's all you can really ask of yourself. Anything other than that, you're putting unnecessary pressure and stuff on yourself that you don't need. In every single fight, your own worst enemy and your own worst critic is yourself. So it's very important to stay true to yourself. And I'm just excited to go out there and do the best I can. And I've put all my heart and soul into this training camp, as I have for every other fight. So I'm confident in the work that I've put in, the cardio that I have, the power that I carry, just everything that I've done in this camp to go in there and win very decisively and just go in there and show Demetrius what's up, show Demetrius why I'm the champ. When I fight for really a better life. Every single time I'm fighting, I'm going in there fighting for my life. I kind of came up from very humble beginnings. I didn't have much. All I had was a dream. And I come from Tucson, Arizona. It's where I was raised, and I'm trying to do something for everybody out there and everybody here in San Diego and Chula Vista that's supporting me here at Alliance MMA. I'm fighting for my team, I'm fighting for my family, and I'm fighting for, fulfilling a dream that I've had for myself since I was a kid, to be a professional athlete, and now to be the best pound-for-pound fighter on the planet is my ultimate goal one day. And I'm just going to keep training and training my heart out until I accomplish every goal that I have on my list. I'd have to say that it's the most important thing in the world to me to go down in history as the best bantamweight alive. That's something that I live my life for every single day. I want people to remember me as the best bantamweight alive, first bantamweight to ever be in the UFC as a champion. That's what I've dreamt about, is making history. And I've just sacrificed so much to be here, and I'm going to continue to sacrifice to stay at the top as long as God wills it. I'm just going to keep pouring every ounce of my soul into every training camp so that I can continue to stay on top. You know, the emotions when I'm walking out to a fight, there's no way to describe it. By that point, I already know all the things that I've done in camp. I know how much I've suffered. I know the pain that I've gone through. So when I get to walk down and see all you fans out there and, hit you guys' hands and just go out there and put a show on for you guys, there's no words to describe how much fun I have out there. It's awesome. I have such a blast going out there and being able to entertain for the fans and for the people that support me, and that's what it's about. It's about a show, and it's about putting on the best show for everybody to watch, to where they never want to look away because they know that anything could happen at any second. There's always going to be something exciting going on. I live for that kind of hype. I live to fight. God's given me a gift, and I'm going to continue to use it and use it to entertain. As being the pound-for-pound #1 fighter in the world, you have to give it hands down to Anderson Silva. I mean, the guy has proven himself over and over, time and time again. He's the most dominant champion that's lived in this sport so far. It's incredible the things that he's done. Shortly behind him is St. Pierre. That guy has gone out and just dominated everybody he's fought for I don't even know how many years. I couldn't even tell you. I've lost track. When you see GSP fight, you know he's just going to win. Who's he fighting? Because he's going to go out there and win. And that's exactly how I want it to be one day for myself. I want people to say, man, who's Dominick Cruz fighting? Who's he going to go beat up? I don't want there to be any question. Right now, I still have a lot of things that I got to improve to get to that point. There's still a lot to prove to myself, a lot to prove to everybody around the world. And, all I can do is continue to make improvements. I mean, I say improve a lot, but, man, that probably sums up what it takes to be pound-for-pound best on the planet, is improvements and always getting better. So that's something that I focus on very much. And I got to stay humble and true to myself to know the things that I have to get better at. And, I stay positive and I endure the pain because I feel like all I have to really do is say, how bad do you want it? In that term, it really answers every question you have. You say, man, my back hurts, man, my leg hurts, man, my arm hurts. How am I going to get through this? And you just say, well, do you want it that bad? Do you want it bad enough to deal with it? And I do. I really do. I don't really have anything else. All I have is my dream and something that I can fight for every single day. And this is part of the sport. Dealing with injuries, dealing with pain, dealing with being tired, it's part of it. So it's a challenge, and I accept it, and I'm excited to go forth with it every single day. I'm my own worst enemy. I'm my biggest critic. So anything that anybody can say about me, I've already thought about myself. That being said, there's just so much that I know that I have to get better at in order to be considered the best. And that keeps me motivated every single day. Every takedown that somebody gets on me, every submission that they almost get on me, every time that I get a punch landed on me, I remember it. I think about it every single night when I go to bed. I think about it every morning when I wake up. And it pushes me to another level every single day, because I know that that's what's going to make me improve, and that's what drives me. I love the competition, and I love the fact that I can always get better. It's like a never-ending cycle of always something to learn, and it excites me, and I love this sport so much that I just love to challenge myself and see how good I can get. What ended up happening is Travis Barker watches UFC, and he was a fan of mine, and it was like shocking to me, because Travis Barker, Blink-182 drummer, knows all these musicians, Paul Wall, you know, Rihanna. He's a big leaguer, you know, and for him to recognize somebody like myself, there's no words to describe the appreciation that I have and the happiness that I have with Famous Stars and Straps. They've been so good to me, and they've been nothing but a blessing in my life, and I thank God every single day for them taking the time out to look at somebody like me and help me out with the way that they do. So Famous Stars and Straps, thank you. Couldn't do it without you guys. You are awesome, and nothing but love. I love being part of the family. Thank you so much. Like I said, I got about 3 weeks left in this camp, so next week everything's going to be short, sweet, and sharp. It's kind of like the way that I describe it to people who don't really understand how training goes is, instead of me drinking a 12-pack of beers, I'm taking 3 shots of tequila in my training. So it's short, sharp, and sweet, and I'm in and out, but it's very intense. So it'll be 6 5-minute rounds of super intense training, and then I'm out of here. So it's a lot shorter, but it's a lot more intense, and that's how I'll peak myself to get ready for this next 3 weeks. It should shorten up on the chances of injuries, and it will shorten up on the muscle fatigue, so that I can begin to peak to get ready to put on a show on October 1st and go put a beating on Demetrius Johnson. Hey DJ, I'm looking forward to and ready to see the most mighty mouse ever. So let's do this, baby.